Hello, welcome back to my talk show. Today we are going to be discussing the pros and cons of moving to Belarus.
Let's start with the negatives. First off, education. Primary and secondary schools are quite good. The outcome of the student will be somewhat similar to the standard Canadian high school education. Even though they are similar, from hearing my cousin talk about her school, I would never want to go there. It just seems a lot more strict, stressful, and they have a lot more required classes to take than us. The only good thing about it is that they get 3 months off for summer, but they are given tons of work that has to be done over the course of the break. Post-secondary, however, is not nearly as good as here in Canada. Belarus is still trying to bring their universities to the world standards, and the diploma won't be accepted in most countries. If you do decide to move there, you need to make sure you know how to speak Russian. The country has 2 official languages, Russian and Belarusian, but most of the population just speaks Russian. Moving to Belarus, you have to be okay with giving up a lot of your personal rights and political rights. For example, the president of Belarus is Alexander Lukashenko. During the first elections in 1994, he was elected to the post. He is still to this day the president and is now serving his 5th term. You will have a tough time trying to find anyone who still likes him, except the random people of the internet. But he keeps re-electing himself, so really what can you do? Political rights and freedom of expression are at the red level, so you do not always have the option to express your views. Protesting will get you absolutely nowhere, and in fact, you will probably get locked up for some time instead. My last negative comment is that it is not very inclusive. Homosexuality is not accepted on the governmental level, and discrimination and violence against minorities are high. Let's move on to some positives. First of all, healthcare in Belarus is organized a lot better than some other places. You can choose to get free or paid medical care. You can go to free medical care and will only have to wait a little while or schedule an appointment for paid services if you'd rather pay and save some time. You can see a specialized doctor just because you don't feel well. If you don't like the doctor that free services provide, you can always go to as many different doctors in paid services as you like. My next positive comment is that the population is going down quickly. This means if you like to be alone, don't even worry about it because most of the people will be gone in a couple years anyways, so you can always just find a little hut for yourself in the middle of nowhere. Next of all, potatoes. They are grown everywhere, sold for cheap, prepared in every way, and consumed with everything. You decide you still want to move to Belarus? I have a plan for you. Skip the numeracy assessment, finish exams on the 20th, and head straight for the airport. You will make it there just in time because lucky for you, from June 21st to the 30th, Belarus is hosting the 2019 European Games.